Good morning, friends, and welcome to another amazing episode of Get In, Get Fit series. Today is very special. You must have seen the series number. It is number 50. And I know this is not the Golden Jubilee. We finished celebrating our Golden Jubilee on July 10th. And it has been a massive, kind of victory, if I could say, and a milestone for all of us at Get In, Get Fit. So how did all this start, right? And what is Get In, Get Fit all about? So Get In, Get Fit basically means to get inside and be fit, not only in the physical sense of fitness, but all in body, mind, heart, and soul. So we believe in, being internally very tough. And I'm sure the pandemic has taught us a lot of things. And we just wanted to add, or rather help and support people by spreading positivity. And how can you spread that? By gifting health. And I felt gifting of health should be free, right? So that is our small initiative of Get In, Get Fit. So we started a WhatsApp group, and then we got into structured exercising from August 1st of 2020. And now it really gives me a lot of pride because last August when I started, it was just about a 3-month kind of, initiative. The reason was I never knew that the pandemic is really going to extend so much. I was so naive. And then we came to realize that, this is really something serious. And that's how we wanted to get people on board. And we have our mentors every day who help us with our exercise regime. We have a lot of them. And if I start naming them right now, I think I'll lose out on 5-10 minutes because I can never stop being thankful and grateful to all our mentors. And along with them, we have our expert speakers who come every Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. And we have an amazing kind of a gala time with each of them. Today is one such personality, and it's a big pride for me to introduce Bharti. And today we're going to hear about a body transformation session. And I want Bharti to explain or share all of what she did in the last, I can say 15-18 months to be how or where she is today. But before that, let us understand who Bharti is. And Bharti has been in the banking industry, and this has been there for quite some time, for over 2 decades. And what has been her aim in life is actually to get into a fitter, healthier version of herself. So she's done a lot into exercising, and if I tell you what she does, I mean, you might not relate to it, but I really want her to talk to you about it. She spends more than 1 or 1.5 hours walking every day, and she gyms, and then she's into a lot of diet. And I would say mindful eating, and she's been watchful, and she lost almost about 20 kilos in the last 14-15 months. So I guess, we only want to listen to people who walk the talk, right? We want to know what it is to stay healthy, to get into fitness, and to get into a better version of yourself. I feel proud of yourself, feel very happy, be in your own skin and love yourself immensely. I think that is the, underlying statement. And I was just interacting with Bharti, and she said, Vidya, I've never ran any marathons or anything. I just, love what I do, and I have no podium finishes or anything. So I felt it is so relatable. I mean, many of us might be that who has not participated in any marathons or something. And we are just looking out for people like us. And if they have done it, and if you feel they can do it, we feel even we can do it, right? So with all those few words, it's a real big celebration time for us at Get In, Get Fit as we start our series 50. And over to you, Bharti. I'm going to get you on board right away. And it is so much of a pleasure, to be with you. And thank you so much for accepting our invitation. And over to you. I mean, I just want to hear you out. So
Thank you. Thank you, Vidya. Thank you so much for inviting me. I think the wait has been long, but finally we have met. So thank you so much. I would like to thank Krupakar sir, who put this idea across to me. I think once you cross a certain age, you come across so much of these things, and really thank you from my heart, because this is my first session, and it's a wonderful session because it's a 50th session for you people. So I really would want to get into your Get In Get Fit, series now on, and thank you so much, and welcome everyone. Good morning. So my name is Bharti. Like Vidya introduced me, I have been a banker for the last 20 years. Um, I think life has been very tough from the time we are born. We want to look good in everything. We want to look fit into everything. We want to have the perfect body. So probably I was not one of those people who had all these. But yes, in the last 15 months or 18 months, things have really changed for me. Thanks to my husband, to my people, my supporters who have been there constantly telling me this is not right, that is not right, and you have to be this, you have to be that. I think it's been a journey, and I really feel proud. And when I see others, it is something that I would like to inspire. I mean, I would like to go up to them, talk to them, right? So this journey started in 2020 in the month of January, when me and my husband were looking out for some goals in life, how we can do things or what can be done in order to be fitter, because we felt that we were having a wrong way of life that was going on in terms of food, in terms of exercise, in terms of our lifestyle, which was very sedentary. And we felt that it was getting continued to our son, because more so over, we munch out, we go out once in a week or twice in a week, and then we pull our son along with us, and all that becomes really very sedentary for us. So that was the reason we decided that we need to look out for certain health goals in life. And that's when I decided, yes, let me just go through what can be done to make our life better. So the intention was that, and I started off. So I used to always think, Arey, I'm not getting time, because most of the time since I'm working, it really becomes difficult to do anything else. So when I referred to my mom said, no, time is always there. Time is plenty. You need to make time for yourself. So then I said, yes, so let me start. I started waking up at 6 o'clock, before getting up at 6 o'clock, going for a walk. Maybe the intention was to do 10,000 steps or 15,000 steps in the morning, so that I'm fit and active in the day. But then it was not possible. Again, the same thing was killing me. What do I do? How do I do things differently? So then, slowly, steadily, I started waking up at 5 o'clock, 4:30, because I started becoming more conscious. Let me start, getting up a bit early. Let me see how I can do or what can be done. So then my husband was supportive. He used to wake me up, or the alarm used to be on. I used to get up, go in the morning. 1.5 hours of brisk walking, active walking is what I used to do, and not talk to anyone. I mean, even if I meet someone, I used to just bend my head and go, because I really didn't want to get distracted from what I was doing. People may think that I was rude, arrogant, but I was helpless. My intention was to complete so many steps in so much of time. So this is when it started. Yes, it was difficult managing, because my son was in seventh standard at that point, eighth standard at that point of time. My attention to him was on the lower side, and that was something which was hurting me a lot. But then I said, no, let me just put myself on track, and then things will fall on place. And that's how I started. And believe me, my dear friends, the journey has been wonderful. At times I do feel, yes, I mean, I also want to sleep for longer hours at times. But then yes, now the mind has become, the body itself has become an alarm for me. The moment it is 5 or 4:30, the mind wakens. Get up, go, you are on the walk, the day has started, you have to be active, right? And when I started this in the month of January, I was somewhere around 86 kilos, 85.9 to be precise. It took some time for me to understand what should be eaten, what should not be, and I'm a hypothyroid patient as well. So reducing weight for me was a concern, because this started for me post my delivery in 2007. So since then, I have been having this issue, what could be done, what could not be done. So that was the concern. So the food, what I was eating or consuming, was also a concern for me, because I need to know what is good for me in terms of hypothyroid, which could not, increase the percentage of the medicine that I was taking. So then I first went, consulted a doctor. The doctor told me that this would be your, percentage of medicine that you have to take in order to ensure that you, along with your medication and the weight loss, happens simultaneously. And then he told me what are the food that I need to consume, what are the food I need not have to take, depending on my health conditions. And that's when I started um, having green sprouts, protein based food, which ultimately, it was little a trouble, because we had to hire a cook at home only for this purpose. It was little bit challenging, no doubt. But yes, from 86, slowly I could see that the weight reduction improved. I was coming down to 80. I came down to 79, 78. 70. I mean, I was happy. At least I could start somewhere. The journey started somewhere. By the end of October, at the end of September, in fact, I was also down with COVID. It was asymptomatic. But definitely, my dear friends, the fact that all these started around 6 months back helped me to gain confidence, and also ensure that COVID didn't hit me the way it would have actually hit people in a wrong way. I was able to do my exercises in the of the house, in the four corners of the room rather, without any disturbance, and yet my health was recovering. With all those food, the greens, sprouts, veggies that I was having with regular exercise and yoga, it has helped. So it was in the month of October or November, I suddenly saw that I have almost reached 75 kilos, which was almost 9 kilo reduction in my weight. My health had improved, my stamina had gone up. My walking, which I was to do 1 hour, I used to take almost around, say, 7 to 8,000 steps, had gone to 11,000 steps, which improved. I was able to run, which was very impossible for me in the beginning due to my obesity. I think all these things, helped me. And then I started meeting few of my friends in the apartment who said, "Can I join you?" I said, "Please, you are most welcome," because I mean, I would feel really, happy that if somebody would come along. And that's how 2, 3 people joined us every day morning. We wake up at 5. One of the important and beautiful inspirations that I got was around 4 or 5 months back, where I met a lady. To be very frank, looking at her, I couldn't guess her age. It was over a period of time that I realized that she was 50 plus. And the kind of motivation she gives me every day in the morning, waking up at 5, she comes down, runs 10 kilometers, runs 10 kilometers, walks another 5 kilometers with me. I mean, it is impossible to believe. And this is her routine from the last 28 years. I mean, if I don't come for a day of walk, she calls me, "What's wrong? Why are you not come today?" I think that is the kind of people we need to be surrounded. Like Vidya mainly says, positivity adds to your life. So I think that has been an important thing in my life, where my husband, my son have motivated from the time, I have taken up this. My husband keeps telling me, "It's good to see you. I hear from people that you inspire them." I think that's what I want. I mean, I am happy that I'm able to inspire people if they're able to get back to their life. Like you mentioned, fit in, and get fit. I think both, it really makes a beautiful combination. As of now, I know what I should eat. I have controlled my eating. We don't go out normally, or even after 10, after 7, I don't have my dinner. I ensure that I have my dinner by 6:30, 6:45, at least 3.5 hours before I sleep. My breakfast is normally one chapati or one dosa, which is made up of millets, or a multigrain dosa, or something which is made up of dal, or some eggs, or a banana. Afternoon, I mainly prefer to have cabbage, shredded cabbage with some, a chaat masala on it, some curds, a banana or something like that. And my evening goes with one roti or something. That too, I have it by between 6:45 and 7, or by 7:15, max to max, depending on the traffic in Bangalore. And I ensure that there is no munching post that, and have a sound sleep. 1 hour of walking in the morning, and 1.2 hours of walking in the evening, and 1 hour in the morning gymming, I think has really motivated me, to take. I think one thing which is left for me to do is a marathon. I think which Vidya has mentioned in the talk some time ago. I think that is one thing which is now left. Definitely, Vidya, I will try because I keep seeing Krupakar sir into a lot of these fitness things, fitness videos of his. Definitely, I think I will try my hands on that. I think that has been one of the biggest challenges. Yes, I remember a time when me and my husband used to go walking, and definitely not beyond 20, 25 steps I was not able to put. And really, I used to curse myself, "Ki, what's wrong here? Why am I not able to do it?" So he used to pull me, "No, come, nothing will happen. You come along, you might feel tired." I was an asthmatic till few years ago because of my obesity. Um, I think with all these fitness related issues with the food structure that we have changed, my son, me, my husband, I think we have, moved on to a different route altogether. Sometimes friends suggest me, don't eat this, eat this. But then I think it requires very important evaluation whether what you're eating is right or wrong, whether what time you're eating is right or wrong, and what is the quantity that you're eating is right or wrong. I think all this matters, more when it comes to your health. Sometime while I was telling my husband, I have a health talk, my husband says, "Do you really know about health?" But yeah, I think based on what I have been doing all this while, it has really helped me and motivated me. And I really want to motivate people. And thanks, Vidya, for having called me in today. I think if I can help few more people get back, into their fitness goals, I think that really would, I would feel myself more happy and proud. I think that's what makes it a complete, complete package for me. Sometimes I feel that at the age, I'm 40 plus, but I feel at times, there is an age reversal for me, but people feel that, but no, I'm happy the way I am. But definitely it has been a life changing, these 2 years have been a life changer for me. And I thank, everybody, my family, my friends. I even see Krupakar sir's videos at times, the way it is done. I show it to my trainer. Is this the way I want to do it like this? Can you help me? I mean, it's been a wonderful journey, all of you, my dear friends. It just takes a minute to think back and see what are your goals in life, right? Professionally, personally, family wise. I think it gives me a lot more satisfaction today because at least I'm able to fit into my old stuff. I still have some of my old clothes that I have kept it as a challenge for myself, and I do wear them. I feel good. I think I just want to have more and more people clubbed in. I think this is one of the important ways of getting connected to society and the nature. I think that's how it is. So it's wonderful. I feel good.
Absolutely wonderful, Bharati. I mean, you really spoke from your heart, but I have few more questions to
Yeah,
ask
please,
you.
please.
You were talking about eating. What you
Yeah.
said is absolutely right because I've been a nutrition and wellness advisor for over 13 years. And I help a lot of people with nutrition. And what I have understood is there is something called a transition time. And that is the time from the time your food goes into your mouth till it passes on through your stomach and then gets excreted. And that takes around 3 to 4 hours. And that is why they say you have to have your dinner at least by 6:37 or maximum 8 if you're going to sleep by at least 10:30. And generally we also give a lot of contribution to sleep because when you look at sleep, it becomes a very important component of your internal regeneration, which happens internally. Your organs, your body organs, whether it is your heart, your lungs, your kidneys, your gallbladders, all of them, they need to rest. So if you're eating very late in the night, say around 9:30 or 10, your kidneys are still working in the night when they are supposed to sleep. It is like overworking time for them.
Yes.
And that is how our internal metabolism what we call the BMI, the basic metabolic, index inside your body, that gets stretched out, and that is how you start having lifestyle diseases. So
Correct.
as you spoke about obesity, you spoke about asthma, all of which are comorbidities for, this pandemic. I mean, there are 4 comorbidities: diabetic, hypertension, respiratory, which is
Yes.
asthma or upper respiratory tract infection, and obesity. So out of that, having 2 and still being asymptomatic, I think kudos to your decision. And as you very rightly said, it is not a one-day decision, it's an everyday decision, a reminder, so that you could tide through all that. So I have a lot of questions on these fronts.
Please, please.
So let me start with the diet.
Yeah.
You were talking about your husband, your son. I know you have a 14-year-old son.
Yeah.
And how was it, to get people from eating a kind of a normal course? When I mean normal, I mean rice and, a lot of fat food and things like that, to get into very conscious eating of a healthy diet. How was that transition?
It was very painful. I let me tell you. I mean, I have a lot of my colleagues from the bank also here, but nothing to, I mean, hide. Earlier people, I started my career way back in 2005, 2001 in with Global Trust Bank. I am a foodie. People will look at me. Acha, Bharti has come, so I think biryani should be somewhere around. This was the kind of, people used to name me like that. I am a complete foodie. I love rice, and it was one of the staple food because we are mainly from Mangalore. And Mangalore, we have rice as a staple food for everything, whether it is a seafood or a meat or whatever. Rice continues to be a staple food. So when I started my transformation, the journey towards this, one thing that I had to let go was the rice. It was a very painful, I mean, believe me, Vidya, I couldn't sleep for days. When I had to go through some of the blogs and I got to know that rice eating is not allowed because it also affects your, other journeys that you're going to have in terms of your thyroid or asthma. That was one thing that I had to leave. Even today, we normally get around 20 kgs of rice every, 45 days. But now we get almost 3 to 4 kilos of millets at home. We have moved from rice to millets. So now you want to make a palau, we'll make a millets palau. You want to make a puliogre, we'll make a millets puliogre, but no rice puliogre, right? So that is how the transformation has been. So multigrain dosa batter, keep looking into recipes which keep coming in. Similar blogs like that you have. Keep looking into in the night when I come home. Keep seeing some of the good recipes, which are protein based, because since I do a lot of exercise and walking and running, you require supplements to ensure that the body is moving every day. Sometimes my husband tells me, I think you're doing too much of walking. So I also ensure that I eat so that this stuff, having too much of greens, sprouts, greens, leafy vegetables. Every Sunday we have a juice day at our home, to be very frank, and my husband is good at it. We make a lot of bitter gourd. You have cucumber juice, you have apple juice, you have a lot of things mixed into carrot, beetroot, all these things. We have a liquid day on Sundays. So ensure that there is less of solid. Since I eat seafood, I am not into fish because of the various benefits that it gives. So typical day for me starts with around say 2 eggs, 2 boiled eggs, some cucumbers, one dosa or a little bit of upma, just to ensure that your taste buds are not dead, they are still alive. And to make it a point that I am still alive because I'm a foodie and I can't really see small portions of food on my plate. So afternoon, we normally go with lettuce. We go with lettuce or some chicken pieces or some, seafood stuff, or even paneer for that matter, that kind of a stuff, with the equal quantity of boiled vegetables, which is always there, and a banana. I always prefer because that's a good source of protein. I ensure to have a banana because it keeps you live whole day, wherever you want to travel, kind of stuff. So, and lots of water in between. I keep drinking a lot of water because that was something that I used to hate to do because I used to love aerated drinks. just keep a bottle of Coca-Cola in front of you, or 1 liter of, looking at that Mirinda, you feel so happy. Arey, it's cold. You just have to quench your thirst. Now I'm stopped it. If I really want to have water, I put some um, lemongrass, boil it, put some honey and lemon into it and consume it, or I fill the bottle with hot water in it, so and keep consuming it. It helps you to kill the fat, definitely, or liquefy the fat. And by 7:30 I'm done with my dinner. 7:15 I'm done, and by 7:45 I'm on the streets walking in the evening. So sometimes people ask me, you walk both the time? I say I walk multiple number of times. So don't ask me how many times I will be interacting with you or meeting you on the way. Thankfully, the apartment that we stay has huge space around. One round itself will come to around 1.2 kilometers. So in the morning, almost around 9 to 10 kilometers is what I walk in the morning, and another probably around 5 to 6 in the evening, depending of any work pending at home that I need to come and do. But yes, the food is something very important, and it definitely makes a lot of difference actually. And the in the night I have cucumber as a major food, and maybe some paneer, some kind of a palak paneer or something which is made out of paneer and lettuce, something like that. Believe me, Vidya and my dear friends, it really keeps your stomach light. Once in a while, maybe once in 15 days, we do go out for dinner, depending on my husband's schedule, because he completes his work only by 7:38. Even though I go, you will not believe, Vidya, it might sound crazy to most of them. People can see me walking at 1 a.m. in the night, 1 a.m. in the morning, because I do not want to sleep with that heavy stomach. So even when I go, I make sure that I change, or I make sure that I have only that food that can easily digest at 8 o'clock or 8:30 in the night when you go for a dinner. Otherwise, that also we have cut short a long time now. It's been a long time. So that's how I take care, you know.
Okay, and one more thing, you
Yeah.
said lettuce, you said a lot of green leafy, boiled green leafy
Yes.
vegetables. Many a times, being a nutritionist, I have had people asking me, Doc, you're talking about a lot of healthy food, but is it tasty along with being healthy? So what's your take on that?
Vidya, it's a very old proverb, you need to lose something in order to gain something, definitely. As I told you, I was a complete foodie. I can't stay without food or looking at that ghas poos. People used to literally tell me, this girl has forgotten to eat. Even when I go out with my friends or with my family, they say, eat properly, yeah. You look so very, I said, no, I'm fit and fine. Yes, I think a little bit of, chaat masala, we get lot many masalas thanks to these big baskets and metros that are available in various parts of the country. You get lot many good masalas, or you can even boil them, or, have the soup, jiska soup banta hai. That also is, in fact, in our house, my husband has the soup out of the boiled vegetables, and I have the boiled vegetables. I sprinkle some salt, masala, and chaat masala on it. It's good. Sprinkle, put in some lemon, squeeze in some lemon. I think it really is good. And now my son also tells me, while I don't prefer him having all that because it's his growing age, me and my husband have it every day for lunch. I pack that up for him and for me. I don't know how he feels, but he eats it. The dabba is empty, so I'm sure he also is enjoying it. But yes, he's also feeling the benefits, because since it is fiber, because you're a doctor, you will be able to tell me better. Since it's fibrous, the lettuce or the cabbage, it's really good for your health, and you get the required nutrients out of it. So I think that makes all the difference. So the food change was a major shock. It was a cultural shock for me, but taken well, the body took it well actually. But otherwise, for a person like me, I would have literally had a heart attack. Yeah, I have to eat all this. Is something which
I have, generally I say, few seconds or few minutes on your lips, forever on your hips.
or hip.
Especially for women, I think, it's so difficult to get out into the shape which we really want to. Age is a factor. Second is, the different life cycle of a woman is a factor.
Yes.
Menopause is a factor, hormonal imbalance is a factor. And with all those, I think, to really stay fit, it becomes a big challenge. And generally in the Indian household, women, take a back seat. It is their husband, their children, their family, the house, and then the last comes the woman. So I guess, when you said your son was in the 7th or the 8th, and then you felt guilty about spending some time for yourself and not being able to concentrate on the child's studies. I'm sure he must have put in more effort and done well in his studies too. So how proud of you is he now to see his mother transform, and what do you think about it right now?
No, I mean, he even now tells me, "Mommy, you are fat only." You ask him anything, everything, he will say then, but he will say, "Acha, that lady, I think you're thinner than her." Then I say, "Fine, no problem, Dhyan. I am fine. I will put you on the same track. I'll make you healthier. For me, being fat or thin is not the criteria. For me, being healthier is the criteria." Today, like I told you, when years back I used to walk along with my husband, it was difficult. Sometimes my husband tells me today, "You are faster than me in walking." I said, "It has been practiced." I mean, he has picked up very well. My son picked up very well. In fact, now he's in 9th. So this happened last year when he was in 8th. So some of his now, subjects are above my head because it's almost 20, 25 years having passed out, so he's now picked up. He does things on his own. He has a doubt, he comes. So anything is there now, it is connected to my husband and him, because my husband is from the scientific field. So he connects well with him in terms of physics, chemistry, maths, and all that. So apart from that, he is coping up with the studies. So that extra time I get now, which I go on, not to get it wasted watching TV. I think TV is when we only, or at least me, I only sit when I'm just putting something in my mouth, munching something, or just want to relax for some time. Or in a lazy Sunday, I just want to, relax and see some movie, because I think the addiction has increased now because of Netflix and Amazon and Z5 and all that. But then, yes, I prefer sleeping. And I have a hobby of, knitting things, like something like an anchor stitch kit or something like that. I sit with that. I have some 7 or 8 frames to be completed. So I sit with that, but less of TV, definitely more of music. When I'm walking, I'm listening to music, or I'm listening to some health talk of someone just like you on the blog, um, asking questions or posing questions or something like that, or stretching out myself on the in the park. But definitely, the time that he has given me, I mean, by God's grace, he's been independent now. The time that he has given me has helped me actually to do many more things, which would have otherwise, like a typical women that you said, Indian women, would have been difficult, stuck up. Thanks to my husband also. I think he's been very supportive. Most of the time, I'm not at home. Let me be very frank. I'm not at home. He comes, heats up his food. The food is available. He tells me what has to be prepared. The cook makes it, or I make it. Really cooperative. He never interferes where I am. He can see me on the road. Even if he puts his sticks out his head out, he will see me that I'm there walking in some corner of the apartment. But yeah, that has been the way it is. Neither my mother-in-law asks me. I come, I go. We have a set of friends who walk even at 5 o'clock in the morning or 1 o'clock in the morning. No questions asked. So I think that's how the things have been. Supportive friends, I would say, rather, who keep telling, "Yaar, itna mat karo, ya itna karo, itna kafi hai, this you eat, that you eat." So we sometimes plan out, even when I go for a potluck or something, I am very choosy, ki I will not eat it, so don't make this much of this because I'm not going to eat, kind of things. Yeah, I mean, even my aerated drinks have now reduced to a very large extent. Earlier, most of the amount, when we go for, big basket or big bazaar, most of the amount would get spent on that, 4 or 5 bottles of that kept and all. But now that has gone down. A lot of water consumption and with lemongrass or something adds to the point. Actually, that's how it is.
Another thing which you mentioned was, walking very late in the night also sometimes. How safe is it in your city for women to walk, or just because it's in your apartment, you find it comfortable because of the security?
Definitely not in the city. I have my own reservation. I'm from Bombay, so I know Bombay. Even if you are awake till 2 o'clock in the morning, there is no problem. You can still find people being actively selling something or walking. My apartment is safer. So when I'm walking alone, there is a security guard who keeps moving around or checking out, or the walkie-talkie is on. That way, I'm blessed to be in an apartment like this because people are there watching you out. and people are still moving around, because it's work from home session for many, and their meetings go up to 9, 10. So they only come out after that, to meet up their friends or walk or something like that. So there's a lot of hustle bustle in our apartment itself till 1, 2. Children are playing around. Believe me, 12 o'clock, 12:30, I see children playing around with their cycles, with their family coming down. So it's been good. I mean, that way it's been a huge community with around 700, 800 homes. So people are there. Even if nobody's there, people are watching from the window, something, enjoying in their balcony, so they can still watch out. So that way it's been safe. No, normally my building, the members of the committee keep telling me, I think you need to get the roads done because the roads have got scrapped because of you. So I keep getting these comments. I said, fine, fair enough. It will be taken care. But it has been safe. Not in the city though. I mean, I don't venture out more. At least now in the last 15 months, it has come down. So we people, our friends, our family, we used to venture out in the night for some kind of a partying or something. But that's gone down in the last 15, 18 months. Jo bhi hota hai, ghar mein hi hota hai. Somebody's house, we will be there. My son knows kiske ghar mein knock karna hai, where I will be available. I will be sitting there and chatting or something, and it's done. So we sing, we do karaoke, something like that. But we are busy. All the ladies are busy with ourselves, so that's taken care.
Awesome. Another question which I had was, you were talking about having asthmatic problem, and how even beyond COVID you were able to recuperate faster. Can you tell us, because many of them should know that when you actually reduce weight, a lot of your health issues come down. Or rather, let me put it this way: when you actually increase or are overweight or obese, inadvertently you have those sister concerns which just come on to you, and that becomes an issue. So what is your take on that? And tell us how you were before, and now after, how do you feel about it?
Asthma has been something with me from childhood, because when we came down from Bombay, and I used to travel to school or college here. Bangalore has been a traffic-filled city from the beginning, and it has been that from the time I've been, it was too high for me. I mean, I was not able to walk. I was not able to, exercise. I was not into any of the extracurricular activities of the college or the school because of this reason. Because I pant after few minutes or few hours of walking or whatever, I start and I fall off. That was my situation. Like I told you, even when I was to travel or go out with my husband, it was impossible for me to walk or put in few extra steps, even to reach my house. So way back in 2015, when I started, yes, let me start gymming and let me see. The situation was even bad, because after some time, I would not even know what is happening to my body. Continuous, not able to breathe, and you just want to relax. The fan is on, you're sweating, you really don't know what is happening to you. And the wheezing is something which literally kills. I need leave because my wheezing has started. And that could be the worst scenario I can even imagine. Ki I'm not able to get up, my hands are shaking, my entire body shivers. That has been the level of asthma when I say. When I started gymming, I got hold of a good trainer who said, no, you have to beat that. Even if you're panting, you do it. That's when you will have to come across or go across that particular level or the stage of condition that is going on. I come across many people today, my own colleagues in the gym, when they say, I ask the trainer, this person is not come. No, he is down with asthma. He's got an asthma attack early in the morning. I really feel bad. But one thing, I've never used a pump all through my life. I mean, that is something that my father was much against, because you get addictive to it. Sometimes I take around 1 or 2 doses of Astelin 4 mg to just ensure that I'm fit. The fear used to be such that, Vidya, when I used to walk in the morning during this rainy or winter season, I used to pop in 1 or 2 medicines so that I don't get that attack on the way. Because there's nobody at 5 o'clock or 5:30 in the morning, I can't expect anyone to come and help me if I'm just, fallen or I faint off. So I used to pop in 1 or 2 medicines so that I would feel okay, I'm fit to go or good to go. But I think by God's grace and with whatever I'm doing, it has really helped me to recoup in this situation. People tell me, people used to call me in the COVID time when I was down. Are you okay? Are you fine? Are you shifted to hospital or something? I said, no, I'm literally here sitting in the house in my room, bored, not knowing what to do. But you sound okay to me. What's wrong with you? No, I am, but I'm asymptomatic. The report is positive, so I have to sit at home. I can't go back to office. Neither can I go out of the house because my husband, my son, and my mother-in-law were in a separate house, a room altogether, and I was in one room. So it makes life even more. The guy, the hospital or the doctor used to call me. Are you fine? I don't find any issues with you. I said neither is there any issue. But then yes, the all these things. I think I early decision in my life actually helped me to withstand my health against all these odds during the COVID. I think that could have been the worst pandemic that could have hit us in terms of affecting our health. I think that is one thing which has really helped me. Maybe just 6 months back I started off, and 6 months later I was hit, but then the body took it well. So thanks for that to myself and whatever I've been doing for my family and my friends for that. I think that's been one of the biggest challenges that I have had. Now, yes, I don't have much of an asthma issues. Sometimes it does occur. It does occur. But I, within 5-10 minutes, I am again back. I'm able to handle things well, unlike what it was severe last time. But now I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't find any issues. I can walk down the steps. I am on the 17th floor. I can walk down the steps multiple times without panting or feeling that the lack of breathness, breathe or something like that. I'm fine. No issues whatsoever. Uh, by God's grace, I think this is how it's been going on for past 6-7 months. Uh, I wish to continue it to a different level going forward. That's the
Absolutely.
intention.
I mean, that's so beautiful. The reason I tell it's beautiful is because, generally when people look at life, they don't understand what is health. There is a beautiful quote by a person who says, like, I was admitted in the hospital, and I saw my bill, and I started crying. So the doctor said, why are you crying? He said, you charged me so much for the oxygen, and I am 70 plus, and God gave that to me free for all these
I know.
years. And I didn't know the value of what God gave me free. So, sometimes health is actually free for all.
Very true. Yes.
But we don't realize the value of health. And one more thing which, I thought I should harp on is the hypothyroidism, which you were talking about. You were talking about, having hypothyroidism. Generally, when you see women and when you see hypothyroidism, of course, even though it's only a pituitary gland kind of hypofunctioning or less functioning, where people take, say, Thyronorm or Eltroxin or something like
Correct.
that.
Correct.
But more often, I have always found, being a doctor, I've always found people also complaining of PCODs, wherein,
Yeah.
their internal reproductive system also gets affected. So what is your take on hypothyroidism?
See, this basically started to me way back in 2007, post my delivery, the hypothyroidism issue that started on to me. Earlier, I used to feel that it could be the pregnancy weight that I was carrying along with me. I was probably somewhere around 72, 73 kilos. And one fine day, I realized that I was almost 90 kilos. I mean, I really didn't know what was happening. What was the reason for this? I have just been putting on weight. The skin near the skin near my below my neck started, expanding, and that's when my husband got a doubt that there's some issue related to health. That's when we got checked up, and that's when I understood that I was thyroid. I had thyroid rather, and then the medication started. I mean, I don't know. If you ask me, I'm someone who never continues anything for a long time. Even if I'm not well, the doctor says 4 days you have to take a dose. I don't stick on to that. 2 days I'm fine. I'm okay, good to go. Fine, over. That dose, that tablets will be lying there. So when the doctor told me, no, you will have to now start taking this as a lifetime this one, and since my husband is also from that similar, medical field of being a scientist, I was literally shocked. Ki I can't do this getting up early in the morning, taking medicine on an empty stomach. Definitely not. It would really, sometimes you don't have the mind to do it. Sometimes you really don't know whether, you don't even remember that you have to take something like that because you've never anticipated in your life. कि ये करना पड़ेगा, ये लेना पड़ेगा. And I'm very casual and careless when it comes to these things. I started sometime, it took some time because I was not into fitness freak that time, because it really put me into a less confident situation, because my weight was increasing. I have never seen myself in such a, I would say I was looking like a buffalo to myself. I mean, very pathetic situation. I lost my self-confidence, my self-esteem. People used to look at me, I mean, as though some kind of a creature is standing in front of them. I mean, believe me, Vidya, I mean, I have gone through, I mean, so much things. I used to really cry literally at home. Why this happened to me? My husband said, you take your medication. Now, what happens, we will see later. And like you mentioned about the PCOD, there was a lot of hormonal changes that also occurred in my body. At some point of time, I had all sorts of issues coming up internally and externally. Doctor says, ye kar lo, wo kar lo. And, I was fed up doing these things because I really didn't know what to do. I mean, you can understand my situation where I was totally down. Ki kya karna hai, kya nahi karna hai. That was the kind of situation that I went through. Then one fine day, my mom is also thyroid. She is diabetic. So literally she told me, see, if you don't follow certain steps, what, the doctor has prescribed to you, you can end up losing your hair, losing your eyesight, going one step ahead and getting diabetic. And maybe, I don't know what and all can end up if you're being careless. That was one point. And then I said, okay, let me start. Since I was not walking or something, okay, I felt that the hormonal changes that were happening due to this particular issue was under control to some extent. I would not say to a large extent. Slowly, I used to keep the bottle right next to my pillow on the bed. No, I have to take this. Whenever I catch something, the hand should go on the bottles, pick it up, keep a glass of water next to me, because I think that makes you very lazy when you have to pick things from different corners of the house. So I said, fine, let me do that. 1 year I did it. 1 year I did continuously. It's almost after my pregnancy, 4-5 years, that I was shattered. I said, no, nothing doing. Let me end myself. That was the situation, Vidya, that was used to always occur in my mind. I mean, I had to literally take some sort of a depression lessons. Every time I see things around, I used to be messed up all the time. So then it started, ki chalo, let me first start with proper medication. Then I consulted a doctor here, who advised me, take this, take this, take this. There was an endocrinologist here in Bangalore by name Prasanna Kumar, who is very famous, who my friend advised me while I was going to a gym. I went to him. He prescribed me higher dose of the medicine. Earlier to that, only lower dose was prescribed to me by one of the gynac. So when I went and he prescribed to me a higher medicine, believe me, things came under control after that. My, to some extent, my PCOD problems, which were there in a very small scale, reduced. Hormonal changes that were happening in the body was able to recoup to itself, and they were all normal going on in terms of my monthly cycles and all that were all normal. Before that, there was a lot of changes, happening. All that came under control. Slowly, steadily, from 90 kilos, I started coming down to 80, 88, 89. That even that small change, brought about a lot of things, in me, that kind of satisfaction. Acha, I am able to lose weight. Okay, this was the main reason, the root cause, the root cause analysis when we do. I felt, okay, this is one of the reasons. Yes, okay. Now, slowly I came down. I ended up at 86. So last year, the journey from 86 to 67 started. And I think, yes, the PCOD problems have now are almost equal to closure. But Vidya, let me tell you, the medicine part of it continues to be a pain, definitely. But I make sure every day in the morning, night only, I keep everything ready next to me. Just pick it up, even on if your eyes are closed also, I ensure that I pick it up, pop it, and go for a walk. So I think that's how things have been under control. And I think that has been one of the root causes which I've been able to track it and ensure that medication is happening. Now my husband says, now I can see that your bottle of Thyronorm gets cleared within time, which was left pending for months, and then it crosses its expiry also. Now I keep it, and every 2 months I tell him, yes, I need this medicine, or 3 months I need the medicine, because there are 100 tablets in each. So he keeps a track. He says, yes, now I see that the bottles get emptied faster. So now I feel happy about it. Things have now been, I think, to a very large extent under control from what it was way back in 2007 or 2012. Um, I think things are now under control, and I know what has to be done, what needs to be taken up. So even if I ensure that I eat or I party on a day one, I know what I'm eating so that it doesn't increase any of my hormonal imbalances in myself or otherwise. And even if I manage to eat, because when we go to somebody's house, I can't tell I don't eat this, I can't eat this, but I make sure that I have it in small quantity, thereby keeping myself and them happy, without getting into too much of, again, any issues there. That is how it has been, Vidya, all this time, and it has
Awesome,
been
awesome.
comfortably going.
One last question before
Yeah.
I read all those wonderful messages on the chat box. You were talking about depression and, feeling sad. And at one point of time, you also said, I'm giving up. I am a psychotherapist and a counselor, so I understand what your mood or your thoughts, your feelings could be at that particular point of time. So a question just on self-love. You said you were feeling like, you were feeling like a buffalo. These were the words you used to
Yes, yes.
yourself. What is self-love according to you, and what point did you start loving yourself and saying that I want to get back to the way I want to fit into my clothes, my old clothes, and I want to feel like not about being young or saying I'm 20 at the age of 40. That's not what each of us want, but I would rather say aging gracefully. So, we are very proud to say that we are whatever we are. And at the same age we are, but we want to age gracefully, and we want to be, beautiful inside out. So
Right.
what do you, what is your take on that?
For me, being beautiful inside out is probably being more fitter. I don't believe in being beautiful. I don't believe in being, having a six-pack ab or something like that. Definitely not. I want people to look at me and get inspired, which I never had this inspiration before. Believe me, Vidya, I mean, I just wanted one person to come up to me and say, Bharti, come on, I came from the same level. Get up, I will help you to come out of it. Those few years, post my delivery, that I think 4-5 years has been very painful for me, Vidya, because I was never in that shape before. Out of all my cousins and all my family members, people used to always tell me, you are one person who is fit, because whenever they look at my father's side or my mother's side, say, अरे ये सब खाते पीते खानदान के लोग हैं यार. मतलब, चर्बी चढ़ी है सबको, all fully, you are. And my brother used to tell me like, yeah, this girl, she has turned out to be an elephant after her delivery. How much she will reduce? How much can an elephant reduce, even if you put him on a 10-year diet? This used to be the words I used to look at him and say, okay, yeah, now you take your, whatever you want to say, you say. But you know what? Deep within, when we make fun and we accept certain level of fun levels from people, we are okay with it, Vidya. But at the night, when you just, rewind all these words, literally you are killing yourself within and having a smile outside. So at that point of time, one person coming up to me and saying, Bharti, come on, I think I was also like this. I want to inspire you. I don't know how much you get inspired by me, but come with me every day. Let's go out, let's walk, let's make, some healthy food and eat, and ensure that you come to me, you become like me. For me, being beautiful is not a criteria anymore. It is like, once you have achieved something, Vidya, I think you're fine with it. You don't want anything of that more. But what I love is people when they come up to me and they say, I just feel, please get inspired by me. Please become, I mean, whatever, much better than me in whatever way you want to be. I see people today, nowadays, coming to the gym or they walk, they say hi. I have started meeting and people have started recognizing me. whatever damages happened to the road and everything is secondary for me in the apartment. But when they come up to me, they talk to me, kids come and talk to me. I say, come with me, chalo. Believe me, my son doesn't come with me. He says, no, mommy, every nook and corner you stop and talk to people. I can't, I'm better cycling off. So I'm happy, but I keep telling them, for me, like you said, age is not a criteria. I don't believe in age reversal. I don't want my husband to look old and me to look young or something like that. Definitely not. But definitely, I want people to learn and take their health and life seriously. I do not want any other Bharati to get into this kind of a depression mode where you feel, are stepping out. Um, no, I am comfortable at home. I do not want that to happen to anyone else. Sometimes I see people struggling. I go up to them. I say, you want any help? This is my number. Call me. I stay in so and so apartment, flat number so and so. They call me through my intercom. We speak, we chat, we meet. We tell them what can be eaten, what is fit to eat, what is not fit to eat. Lot many things that I don't like. Soya chunks. I've started eating that now. Eating less of things what I used to eat more. Pakoda or something like that. We have reduced munching on it. Instead of it, I prefer having a banana, or I eat walnuts, or I eat almonds, which can at least increase, good cholesterol in your body, something like that. I think it really makes a lot of difference when all the parts of the body are lubricated well and they work well. And at the end of the day, you feel good, you feel happy, you feel rejuvenated. I don't know whether I should be saying this. I start my day from 5 in the morning, and the day ends by around say 10:30 when I go to bed. Or sometimes I meet friends after a long time. Then they say, "Come in the night, yeah, the wind is good." I'm active till 12 o'clock. People say, "How do you manage to be like this, yeah?" I went from 5 in the morning till 12 in the night. I say, "See, it is nothing, rocket science here. Neither do I eat some." No, I ensure that I do my regular exercise, my fitting, and the body is lubricated well, so it takes it well. Otherwise, it becomes difficult for me also. I would have been lying in some corner of the house watching a TV, cutting some vegetables or something like that. No, but yes, I mean, things on the personal front are good by God's grace. So I'm hence able to take the step of getting up early in the morning and focusing on myself. It's not easy at the age of 40 plus that you do this, but it was required for me because I felt at this, if I don't do it now, it will never happen. And at the right time, I think the COVID stuck, and it really didn't trouble me much, I must be saying. But yes, I mean, I've learned lot many things in this last 18 months, which has really helped me, to take control of my life and steer it in the right direction, which others, I mean, I'm always ready. Any such thing, please. I mean, I would want to be a part of these sessions that you're conducting, Vidya. I really immensely thank Krupakar sir, because he was the one. I used to see his blogs, his videos that keep coming nowadays. Something that which very much interests me to understand what I should eat, the way he exercises at his age, the marathon that he runs. Oh my God. I don't know. Earlier, I used to say to people, I don't know whether I'm going to leave your age at the age of 50 or 60, but definitely now I want to do that. I want to leave that age and run a marathon, just like Krupakar sir does. I think nothing more graceful than that. That's what is called graceful aging.
Absolutely. And I also have to thank Krupakar sir. I used to call him sir once upon a time. Now I call him Anna. Since you said you're not from Tamil Nadu, Anna means elder brother, okay?
Yes, yeah.
So I call him Krupakar Anna, and absolute thanks to him, because that's how I came to know Bharti. And it's been a great journey, great 1 hour session with you, Bharti. But before I end, I want you to hear all those good things which people have said on the chat, and I've taken screenshot. I'm going to share them with you too.
Sure.
As Mark Twain said, if you want to lead your life happily for 2 months, you need to just have one compliment. And I always believe that words are seeds. Whenever you say something nice to people, so that it builds people up, it builds their confidence, it builds their self-esteem, it builds their self-worth. And as a psychotherapist, I do that more often. But nevertheless, when you say something negative, whether you accept it or not, when you are with yourself, these words keep repeating in your mind, and then you probably feel that maybe is that true? Am I that? And that really damages your self confidence. And I'm so proud of you, Bharti. And what I can say is, what we are going to share right now as the messages are, pouring for you in the chat box. You'll be very happy. I'm sure you'll be very happy about what's happening.
Just one word, Vidya, I just wanted to share, since I just took out the topic of my brother. I used to always tell him, don't worry, yaar, one day I will reduce and I will show it to you. But unfortunately, by the time I have come to this level today, he's no more with me. But definitely 4 years back, I lost him. But then whenever I see this, whenever I go to my mom's place, I keep telling, your son used to tell me like this, Mummy, please, tell him that. She says, for that, I have to go up. I said, no, not required. Let him see me and let him be happy. But normally, something like that, I normally don't challenge myself or others. But that thing, which used to prick, though he is my own brother, I used to say, no, Ray, it's okay. I will eat or whatever. He used to say, Mummy, give her properly to eat. I used to feel bad, what they treat me like this, because I was never like this. But today, when I really want to say that, look, I have reduced, unfortunately, I don't have him with me, and I really feel bad. But definitely, I'm sure his part of blessings has always been with me wherever I have been, and looking me in this form. He might have at least felt defeated once ki chalo yaar, ek baar to she has made me lose. I mean, I feel good, Vidya. At the end of the day, life is going on. But yeah, some misses here and there, some minus, some additions. I have my niece now who is growing up. She's 10 years old. She's going on the obese. Like I told you, हम लोग सब थोड़े खाते पीते के लोग खानदान के लोग हैं. It happens that she's also, but she comes up to me. बुआ आज मम्मी ने ये तेल में ये पकाया, मैं खाऊं कि नहीं खाऊं? I said, इतना नहीं करने की जरूरत नहीं है. You're just 10 years of age. You eat whatever you're eating, my dear. Later we will see. No. I want to become like you. I said, don't become like me. You become much better than me, is what I tell her. But yes, Vidya, I feel the loss of my brother at times, because when I want to show him, I'm not in a position to do that.
He's there watching you. He's there proud of you, not just watching. Yes. He's very proud of you. And as you said, you proved him wrong, and he's proud of you from there. Yes. And probably it's his blessings that, you are what you are today. Of course, I understand the pain when you say, because personally, if you look at what Get In, Get Fit is all about, I have a very close friend of mine. Her name was Dr. Rihanna, and very close, even though she was about 10, 12 years younger to me. She was very close to me, and she used to address me like a mother. Okay. She used to call me that I was her second mother, and we were very close. In a day, we used to talk to each other for almost about 10, 15 times over the phone call, and at least spend 1 hour, offline, not like this, offline we used to be together. And she died to COVID last year, July 29th. And everybody was against me going and meeting her. And I said, if I have to live, I don't want any of you to stop me, and I will go and see her. So I went and saw her on July 30th, and I took a vow. And I said, there's no more Rihanna going to be in this world. And this Get In, Get Fit is all, the dedication is all to Rihanna. And, I feel very proud of my friendship, because, it's not a one-day decision. It's an everyday decision. Every day morning, 6:20 to 7, I have my mentors grooming people and, contributing to this dream of mine. And every Saturday, I have expert speakers like you who take up the vow to a higher level, to a better challenge, that we want people to live, and we want people to not just exist, but to live happily and healthily and full of joy, spreading positivity, spreading hope, spreading that, if I can do it, you can do it. Be an inspiration. Absolutely. And that is what this Get In, Get Fit is all about. I mean, we are not looking for quantities. We are looking for quality, and we are looking for people who really want to reach out. And I'm sure when this episode is out on the YouTube, people are going to really comment and tell a lot more, because I want to leave positive footprints on this earth. And when you and I are probably, up above, we will have people talking about this episode and how this made a great difference in their lives. So before I end the session, I want to read out what people have said to you through this chat box. Of course, I'm going to start with Kripakar Anna. He said, Bharti, your transformation is phenomenal. I remember seeing you in the year 2012 and 2013 in Mumbai and discussing so much about banking, fitness, and here you are, full of life and total transformation. Great to hear your success.
Thank you, sir.
As Vidya said, you truly walk the talk. So yes,
Thank you.
Kannan sir is one of our mentors, and Kannan sir and Sudama, both of them have told, amazing transformation in 18 months. All the best and hope to see you in some marathon event. Once your mind is ready, body automatically follows. And that's absolutely true. Kannan sir runs marathons every day. Okay.
Oh my
10
God.
kilometers, 14 kilometers, like in Hindi, they say, no, baye haath ka khel hai. That is what it is for Kannan
Oh
sir.
my.
So when it is coming from his mouth, it really means a lot. Okay.
Definitely,
I call him the youth icon. Okay.
Oh, wonderful. No, I think I will try my hand. I've been seeing Kripakar
Join us and have a lot of
Definitely, I will
fun
do that.
with us. We are this,
Definitely.
I know what foodie means. I'm a khate peete khandan ke, and I eat,
I know.
I eat very well, and somehow that is something which I feel, it gives the kind of satisfaction.
I know. I do
I
understand.
love eating. I love eating. Then there is Prakash Pai. He says, huge compliments, Bharti. Great transformation. You were talking about your connections with Mangalore, and I would tell you, I visit Mangalore at least 4 times a year.
Oh, wow.
I am a faculty at MCODS, that is Manipal College of Dental Sciences, Manipal. And I, enjoy Mangalore, both the food, the people, the warmth, the hospitality.
Yeah.
So absolutely wonderful people there. And we have Kripakar Anna again saying, so much you fought and won over. We actually do not know what each one goes in life. You are great inspiration. Keep growing, Bharti. And I truly believe this. Get In, Get Fit always believes in bringing in real life heroes. And for me, each one of my expert speaker is a hero for me. So, I look out for real life people. Maybe they are just next door people, but they have taken a decision. They had a lot of discipline. They were determined to make a difference. And that is how, they are our expert speakers. So it's absolutely wonderful. We have Anbamina. Anbamina is a doctor. She says, I can relate many things with you, giving hope. I can also do this one day. Great inspiration will follow your footsteps. That's what Dr. Anbamina says.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
She's also one of our mentors. She does a lot of, internal healing and giving us a lot of exercise and tips in yoga. We have Surya Ma. Surya Ma is also our mentor. She does a lot of yoga, breathing. She's a mentor of our series, and she said, wonderful session. Rukmani Ma, she is a national pole vaulter. She's a master athlete.
Wow.
She represents India in about 60 people, and she's won a lot of awards for India.
Wow.
So she says, you're a very determined person, a real inspiration to many. You can do anything, only mind is to be set on the right track. So yes. Then we have Ravindranath Jaladi, who's saying, Bharti, really encouraging and motivating. Great learning for the session. We have Purselvi, one of my friends. She's also into a lot into fitness. So she says, good transformation, Bharti ma'am. Great efforts. Hats off, ma'am. So those were the words for you, Bharti, and I am super excited. I mean, I couldn't have asked for anything better. An amazing session, a real inspiration, and I only can tell one thing. I feel like, very proud to have you here, and I would like to thank Kripakar sir and Anna for referring Bharti to Get In, Get Fit series. And right now, I would request all the team members, you can unmute and you can talk one by one and share your experience.
Yeah, Bharati,
Vidya.
nice to
Hello, sir.
meet you. And normally, I've been attending 15-20 sessions of Get In, Get Fit. But then today's session, whenever you are about to finish, it brought tears. Your experience, the way you underwent things, it was bringing more tears and more emotional. I think you spoke very much, as Vidya rightly said, you spoke from your heart. And then at one point in time, you are not even aware that you are on a session, you are on a Zoom, and you are totally speaking out all the issues, and it really touched. In fact, how much you underwent, that is revealing in that. And I'm so happy that, in 1 hour's time, what we could not hear from you for years, it came out in 1 hour's time. So Vidya's pedestal is making good inroads in people to come out with what they go through in life and then share, so that it will help others to really get motivated, seeing you how you overcame things. And
Thank you so much. I think you have been one of my inspirations, Krupakar sir, for so many years. I've seen you. I think whenever we have met, whether in Bombay or in on the phone, we have been discussing a lot of positivity in life. I think whenever you have called up for any work, first we have discussed on what can be done about life and about fitness, and rather than on the main topic. So I think you have been one of our inspirations.
So we end up also to banking.
Yeah. Thanks, Anna. Thanks for coming on the show, and
one more
thank you for your reference.
To take this forward from today for Bharati, from today's session, like you have been saying that your brother has been pulling you down, it has been hurting you. From today, you should there are two ways people motivate you: one by encouraging, the other by discouraging. So he has done that to you. So you have to thank him that way. So this transformation also will help you, that he indirectly helped you in what you are today.
Very true. I agree with that, sir. Thank you, sir.
Hi, Bharti.
Hi, sir. Good morning.
Good morning. And Bharti, honestly, I was asking you, whenever I see you, I think I've seen you transforming so much. So last meeting also, I remember at the beginning of August, when I came to Bangalore, when I met you, I've asked you, Bharti, what is that you are doing? I think you're looking so slimmer and so active when I met you in the previous.
Right,
so I think the secret was not revealed. Thank you. I think Krupakar, thank you so much for adding me for this particular session. I think honestly, Bharti, I think the Bharti, what Bharti name and all those things, I think you really inspired. I think honestly, I'm telling you, really inspired. Probably, I think every day I run around 4 kilometers. Probably now Bharti inspired me. I'll add another 2 kilometers every day. I'll ensure that I run 6 kilometers every day. Okay.
Sir,
thanks, Bharti. I think you're really encouraged.
That will be nice.
If I'm able to bring about some change somewhere, I think it makes a lot of difference for me. I think the blessings count. I think that's what matters to me, sir. I think nobody was there who could getting inspired. I mean, health is what matters at the end of the day. Now, at least I can look forward to live for another 80, 85 years. Till the time I would, ultimately reach wherever I have to go. But then definitely, thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bharti.
Awesome, Bharti. I guess, it's a dream come true moment when you wanted to inspire people. And now this recording is, going to really inspire a lot more who are looking out for a kind of change. I'm not only talking about a physical change, but it's more of a change towards a fitter, healthier version of ourselves.
Right.
So as I would always say, get in, get fit, and, be a better version of yourself.
Yes. Thanks, Vidya. And I would request you to add me in all the further sessions that are going to be there. Definitely would like to be a part of this wonderful session and series that is going to be there from part 51.
Thank you so much, Bharti.
Thank you, really.
Surely I'll add you in. And thank you so much. I also want to thank your husband and your son and your mother-in-law who are a part of your household.
Definitely.
And tell a big hi and a big thanks to them. And one day we'll all meet as a very big family, and definitely we'll have a bigger version of celebration.
Definitely.
So be a part of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
everyone.
Thank you, Vidya.
Thank you, Bharti.
Thank you, Bharti. Thank you, Vidya.
பயங்கர motivation, inspiration speech இருக்கு.
நாங்கெல்லாம்
Thank
எல்டர்ஸ்
you.
கூட உங்களோட பேச்சு வந்து அவ்வளவு நல்லா இருக்குது. இன்னும் நான் எங்களை வந்து ஊக்குவிக்கிறது. Really, you are great.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Vidya.
madam.
Thank
Thank
you,
you so
Bharti
much.
ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm really obliged.
Thank you, Vidya.
Credit goes to Vidya only. இந்த
Bharti
மாதிரி எல்லாம்
goes-
பேச வச்சு நம்மளை கேட்க
Bharti-
வைக்கிறாங்க.
Thank you
Bharti
so
must be
much.
very happy in the end. And the last
Yeah.
note of the person getting inspired by your speech, which
Yes.
you wanted to happen, and it has happened. So you're really great. So you know you are on the right track.
Correct.
Right. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
All the best.
Really
all the best.
obliged. Thank you.
And what
Thank you.
Krupakar sir said, no, anybody's negative attitude or negative statement should be taken in a very positive way by us. We take the best part of it. That will be motivating us more than what it would have been with a positive note of somebody else's.
Correct, Ruku. You are correct.
So that should be helping you, Bharti.
Absolutely true. Absolutely true.
Sure, ma'am.
Sometimes a negative criticism hits your heart so hard that you want to prove that they were wrong. As Henry Ford said, whether it is right or wrong decision you have taken, prove it and make it right. That's it. So I guess, yes, absolutely true. And Kannan sir, I guess you want to say something. Unmute.
நான் கேட்கணும்னு நினைச்செல்லாம் நீங்களே
Thank you, Vidya.
You have asked
No.
everything. So everything got clarified. No problem.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you,
All the
Vidya.
best.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank
Bye.
Thank you. All the best. All the best.
Thank you.